In just the time it takes you to watch this, the world of e-commerce will have already shifted in a dozen small but really significant ways. By 2026, those shifts will have created a landscape that's, well, almost unrecognizable from today. And right at the center of that earthquake is Shopify. It's transformed from a simple online storefront into a global commerce engine. So let's break down what that future actually looks like. So, this is the big question, isn't it? For any ambitious brand out there right now. The whole world of online selling is getting a fundamental rewrite over the next couple of years. The real question is, are you ready to adapt, or are you going to get left behind reading the old playbook? All right, to get you ready, we're going to walk through how this whole thing is evolving. We'll start with the foundation, which was laid by Shopify 2.0. Then we'll dive into the intelligence that's driving all this personalization, the massive expansion into new markets, and the new rules of customer experience. And don't worry, we'll wrap it all up with a clear strategy for your brand. Okay, first things first. To understand where we're going, we have to understand the massive shift that's already happened. Shopify 2.0 wasn't just some update, it was a total revolution. It completely changed the game. I mean, the difference here is night and day. Shopify started out as this really simple, accessible tool for small sellers. But today, it's a completely different beast. We're talking about a flexible, global ecosystem that's powerful enough for major enterprise brands. This isn't just growth, it's a total redefinition of what the platform is. And it's the bedrock for everything that's coming next. So, how'd this revolution even happen? Well, it was really built on three key pillars. First, the new theme editor gave brands this incredible design freedom across their entire site. Second, powerful APIs open the door to what we call headless commerce, which lets brands separate their beautiful front-end storefront from the powerful back-end engine. Talk about ultimate customization. And finally, a very deliberate focus on enterprise-level tools showed everyone that Shopify was ready to play in the big leagues. And that super flexible foundation is exactly what allows for our first major trend, intelligence. This is where artificial intelligence stops being just a buzzword and becomes the absolute core of the e-commerce engine. This quote just nails it. AI isn't some nice-to-have feature for recommendations anymore. No, it's the very heart of the modern shopping experience. It influences everything from how customers find your brand to the final product they decide to buy. And this is how AI totally reshapes the customer journey. Search becomes predictive, right? It understands what a user intends to find, not just the keywords they type. Personalization becomes hyper-relevant as the AI analyzes behavior in real time to show them exactly what they want to see. But the real mind-blowing leap forward is this idea of agentic commerce, the concept that an AI assistant might one day just complete a purchase for a user. That's not just an evolution, that's a whole new paradigm. Now, that intelligence isn't just for personalizing the experience, it's also the key to unlocking massive scale. See, the future of e-commerce isn't just about selling smarter, it's about selling bigger, way beyond your local direct-to-consumer market. Okay, just take a second and let this number really sink in. $6.8 trillion. That's not a typo. That is the projected size of the global e-commerce market by the end of 2026. The opportunity for growth is just staggering. But guess what? So is the competition. So, if you want to capture a piece of that global pie, these things here, they're no longer optional features. They are absolute strategic requirements. You need smart localization, seamless multi-currency and multi-language support, and an integrated experience that connects your website, your physical stores, and online marketplaces into one single cohesive brand presence. And it's not just about selling to individuals either. The B2B, or business-to-business e-commerce market is absolutely exploding. Businesses now expect the same smooth, easy purchasing experience they get as consumers, and platforms like Shopify are building some really sophisticated tools to meet that demand. But whether you're selling to a consumer in another country or to a whole other business, one thing stays constant: the experience itself. As technology has evolved, so have what shoppers expect. The old rules for winning over a customer, they just don't apply anymore. Let's just be blunt about it. A clean layout and a simple checkout process, that's just table stakes now. That's the bare minimum. Traditional user experience, or UX, is simply not enough to win over a customer these days. The new playbook for customer experience is a whole lot more complex. The winning brands have to master omni-channel journeys, where a customer moves seamlessly from, say, a TikTok ad right to your website. They need to explore immersive commerce with AR to let people virtually try on products. And they have to embrace social commerce and live shopping, basically turning social media platforms into their new storefronts. And underpinning all of this is one simple, undeniable fact. Over half of all transactions now happen on mobile devices. If your experience isn't absolutely flawless on a smartphone, you're already behind. It's a non-negotiable priority, period. So, okay, we've looked at the rise of AI, the explosion of global markets, and the new rules of customer experience. But what does all this actually mean for you? Let's boil this all down into a clear strategy for what's coming. This right here is the fundamental shift you need to get. Shopify isn't just a place to build a website anymore. It's an entire commerce ecosystem. It comes equipped with built-in AI, powerful APIs, and multi-channel capabilities, all designed to help you compete on a global stage. So what's your blueprint for 2026? It's really about putting all these pieces together. You need to integrate AI to understand your customers on a much deeper level. You have to build a truly seamless omni-channel experience. You must prepare your operations for global and B2B expansion. You have to master the new channels of social and immersive commerce. And maybe most importantly, you have to build rapid adaptation into the very DNA of your business, because the pace of change is only going to accelerate from here. And that brings us to the final question. The future of e-commerce is being built as we speak, with these very tools and trends. The only thing left to decide is whether your brand is going to be one of its architects or just an observer watching it all happen.